Are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. Welcome to the Keanedom. I'm Andy, and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. We are still working on my PC plant, and we're doing so well. In this episode, we have one more component before we can make the good stuff. One more component that we need to put some stuff together to make, and that would be circuit boards. So we're going to do that mainly, and then we're going to see if we can do some other fun stuff. So, yeah, let's get out there. So you guys having a good day? Well, I've been busy. So each one of my floors now looks pretty. Yep, I made each of the floors look awesome. And I prepared this floor. So you may know, why we have a floor under a floor when I usually make a floor above the floor. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to need two. So basically, we're going to be using assemblers in this one. Most of those other ones were not assemblers. And we're going to have to do a whole bunch of assemblers. So I'm thinking, okay, let me see here. Let's rotate this. And put it on the edge. Let's do 3. That's a good way to judge this with you guys. So, here, for this, for circuit boards, we need to do plastic, and we need to do the copper sheets that I was talking about last episode. But the best thing to do is... Oh, I'm not getting control. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to extend the bottom portion of this. I'll do that later. Oh, okay. So, what we need to do is, I want to be able to see everything, but I have to be able to modify it slightly. So, here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's get this done. And since we're not playing with modded, there's only one thing we can do, and that would be an organization. And that would be the walking crossways. And not all the crossways you can do. But you try to deal with what you got. Nope, that won't do it. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. But we want to be able to do the 3-3-3 thing. So, that's a merger. Oh, on this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that tells me I need to temporarily... Actually, I don't need to temporarily do that. I just need to temporarily put that in. And get rid of this. And temporarily put one right here. So I can get this other thing in. And I need the splitter. And I wanted it back here so that I had a way of doing this. Okay. So we'll delete you now. And we'll delete you now. Okay, and get you down. Oh, nope, it's facing the wrong direction now. And then we should be able to do that. And then we can easily do that down here. So we're able to get the splitter coming in this way. And that way we can keep it clean and very, very well done. Now, that being said, I kind of want to be able to see through. So I might just redo a whole bunch of this so you can see through it. Or maybe not. I don't know. We have to figure this out. Because, of course, after this, I'm going to... Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to be able to do too much of it, but I am going to do a little bit of glass foundation. You know what? I might actually have to move this forward a little bit and everything like that. So what I'm going to do off camera is set up 9. Actually, there's the biggest thing we need to make, according to my sheet, is I use circuit boards in PCs, and I need to make a lot of those. I use circuit boards in high-speed connectors, and I use and then in supercomputers, it takes PCs and high-speed connectors. So I'm going to be using a lot. And circuit boards just, wow. So I need to be able to make a lot. So I'm thinking maybe I won't pick 9 of these. Maybe I'll do 18. I'll find that out real quick. And when I get back, we will see what I've done, and hopefully you like it. Okay, so I have a preliminary done. It isn't completely finished, but it looks good. So down below, I have, and I made these things look like pristine. Well, that one's not quite perfect, but whatever. Close enough. So they're pristine, doing their things on both layers. Coming in, going through, then coming out the other end, coming into the center section. Now this right here, it just underneath, it does a balancer. So this is balancing between the two lines, because I want to make sure that, let's say one of these lines is used more than the other lines, that the one that's used more will have the other side balance for it, which is really nice. Okay, so let's do this. So 7 is where I brought electricity. And yeah, let's wait for this to autosave, and I'll be right back. Okay, so autosave takes a while to do. So there we go. All of them should now be kicking in gear. And plastic should be running as fast as it can. So the slow part will be plastic. I did notice, no, actually plastic should be running pretty fast. The slow part will be my copper, mainly because I don't have enough coming in, added with the fact that I didn't make enough lines. I only made 2 lines, and I need 3. I was dumb, but oh well. I'm not going to redo it, and I'm not going to put it up higher. I'm just gonna deal with the mistake. From this point on, it'll be just a little bit slower, not a lot slower, but just a little bit slower. So let's come down here. We got our circuit boards, which is nice. And now we can get our merger. Let's stand down here to do it, because we know it's second to top. Come on. And top. Okay, down to here. And now all my lines, all my stuff is going to be done. There they go. Oh, yeah. So what is left? Well, for you guys, I'm actually kind of far ahead. And I'm actually quite, that didn't take very long to make. But what I have left is I have iron and copper done. Good. Quick wire, done. Plastic, done. Cable, done. Circuit boards, done. Now all I have left are high-speed connectors, AI, PC, and supercomputers. Now, the AI is going to be relatively fast, mainly because all I need is the other part of the copper sheets, which is fine, and then we also need to do quick wire, and that's it. So I need more of these, and I could possibly put 3 over here. Let me see here. I usually put a space to have something. 1, 2, 3, and space to make it go up. Awesome. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it here on this aisle right here. I'm going to do the high-speed connectors. But I can do that off camera. You don't need to see it. It's the same as this, except for the fact instead of copper, instead of this plastic, it's going to have the quick wire, the one quick wire line. Because it's the only, well, actually, it's not the only quick wire. Oh, well. Well, I'm going to have to not see. So basically what happens is when I only have one line of something. So I only have one big manufacturing. I just didn't split it into 2 when I'm taking it off, which is fine. I'll split it on this, which is fine. The splitting will happen. Instead of that, it means that instead of using the smart splitters, which I use for practically everything. Are you gonna let me? Are you gonna let me in? No, you're not gonna let me talk to you. Okay. Oh, those are on. Are you on off? Yeah, there we go. Instead of using this for a smart splitter for taking it off, I have to use a normal splitter, which just takes 50%. So that's perfectly fine. And I'm going to do that over here. That's fine. But let's do the fun part. Let's go all the way over onto this end, and let's figure out how to do PCs. Because PCs are the circuit boards, which we already have. Cable, check. Plastic, check. And screws, check. Now, I haven't figured this out. I preliminary figured that I needed 2 lanes and so on and so forth. But I'm thinking, in order to do this the pristine way I want to do it, I want to do computers in 3 rows. So what I'm going to have to do is have a line. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't want to. I love when I accidentally do that. Okay, so we're going to have to go 2 lanes up. And I have been doing 3. I went 3 back over here. That's what I did. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And that was perfect. That's just what I needed. So 1, 2, 3. So let's okay, and then we're going to go to production, and we're going to get out the manufacturer. And we're going to, I don't think you can, but I'm going to, it's slightly smaller than 3. Okay, awesome. That's what I'm going to do. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So basically it means that I'm going to have one of these go down to the bottom lane and do that. I'm going to have the second one go to the second lane and be fine. The third one is going to stay in the lane it is. So let's get, I'm going to have to, and that will stay in this lane and look fine. And then there's, of course, the one lane that's above everything. And the last one is going to go up a lane. And then we're going to have a glass mirror above everything between each layer so you can see everything done in just the way you want it. Holy smokes. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be really interesting. And I'm going to have to do it in layers. I'm going to have to do it in layers. Okay. Well, here's the thing about this particular one. 3, 1, 2, 3. For this one, I only need 3. PCs I'm used the most. Then I'm going to need 1 thing for high-speed connections and 1 thing for supercomputers. So this is the only one that really needs all this fanciness. Well, yeah, the other one doesn't really need the fanciness. I'm going to do the fanciness because I'm going to put them all on the same layer. But I don't need it. Get right down, smack dab in the center. Boom. And this one will be smack dab in the center. Boom. And then we'll have a space, and we'll do it, and a space, and we'll do it. And yeah, it's going to look really, really good. And the circuit boards are starting to fill up great. Another thing I'm going to be doing is circuit boards are going to go into one of these sections for me selling. So down over here, this is where you're going to come in. You're not going to really see the factory the way it is. I am going to probably, I don't need as many as these are, so I'm going to have a ramp that goes up so that you can come over here to a mirror, a glass, so you can, like, you know, look at everything, which is going to be really, really nice. Like this right here looks so awesome. But that's what this is to come in, and I already have plastic set up in here, and I have sit there. So next episode, you're gonna have these done. I'm going to see if I can entice you guys to come back, or you're gonna know exactly what surprise is gonna come, because what we're gonna do tomorrow is I should have everything ready to start to get the train going. That's exciting. So I'm going to have to set it up so that all this stuff will then have a train on the top, and we'll have to figure out how we're going to get things off the center onto the train. And I think I'm going to have everything like take off and go up the middle and then go out, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I've made that decision right now. But I'm going to have one that's going to take it, put it down here to that one down here, and then it's going to have one that's going to take it and bring it over to the train, which is they're going to go up to my system all up there. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Yeah, so like tomorrow we're going to finish up. It's the last one of this series. I might go back to doing 2 episodes of my modded series after that. If you want to keep going, you want me to redo another plant that I have, or continue my non-modded series, my vanilla series, let me know. If you say nothing, I'm not going to do it. I gotta know. I need feedback. Because right now I'm going off of metrics, and that's views. And right now, views-wise, my modded series gets twice as many views as my non-modded series. So there you go. But first of all, if you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you love what you saw, hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everyone. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and I hopefully will make it. I don't have my hopes up. I have gone now 2 weeks without gaining a subscriber. Well, I've lost as many as I've gained, so I'm not in the positive right now. I'm still in the same. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but I have my hopes. I do. And thank you guys for joining me. Until next time, sayonara and ciao.